Hi there, I'm Andrea Adams, and I'm the host of the HR Hub. It's a YouTube channel and podcast aimed at advancing the career of HR professionals and advancing the profession as a whole. Today, I'm going to be talking about the whole purpose of HR. I'm going to do it pretty fast, but before I get too far, please hit subscribe and like. Those kinds of actions provide me with just a little encouragement to keep producing great HR content. So HR has a number of names: HR, HRM, people and culture. But its most basic, HR is systems, strategies, and processes that we put into place so employees do great work and help the organization achieve its goals. You can think about it along the employee life cycle, from being a potential employee all the way to the end of someone's career with an employer, where they might have a exit interview or they might have their benefits cut off. All of these sorts of things are part of the work of HR, but that's not just it. As we review the key functions of HR, we start with recruitment and selection. It has other names as well, like talent acquisition, but at its basic level, it is the action that ensures the right people are hired for the right jobs. This can eliminate so many problems in an organization, like conflict, poor performance, and even things like absenteeism. Think about the quality of work you've done in a position you didn't like and you were a poor fit for, and you get the idea. The next major function of human resources is training and development. Training and development helps an organization prepare their workforce for the future. Organizations that invest in their workforce through training and development often see engagement, retention, and improved overall performance. And with the pace of change in organizations these days, it's critical. The next element I'll talk about is performance management. Performance management can be confused with disciplinary processes. Here, performance management is the systems we use to evaluate employee performance and provide feedback. Some of the things that fall within this include performance reviews, goal setting, continuous feedback, but ultimately, people need to know how they're doing so they can do better. As they say in a lot of places on LinkedIn and in books, clear is kind. And if employees are not clear about how they're doing, how can they get better? Another key element of HR is compensation and benefits. Part of compensation will be deciding what your compensation strategy is. And your compensation strategy helps answer the question, how much do you want to pay your employees in comparison to the market? And another question it answers, how are you going to pay for skills that are really competitive and that are in high demand in the workplace? Are you going to pay a premium? And lots of other related questions around bonuses or basic salary and benefits. Speaking of benefits, we often think about things like a dental plan, vision plan, pensions, and extended health, but it also covers things like vacation, sick leave, other perks, extra days off. When you take them all together, they are quite expensive, and they can add up to 20 to 40% of someone's base pay. So we have to be very thoughtful about benefits. The final section I'll talk about today is employee relations. We want to maintain a productive and fair workplace, and employee relations is about maintaining that base level of productivity and relationships between employees and management. Grievances, disputes, conflict management often fall under employee relations, but I don't want to get lost in employee relations solely being negative. We want to maintain productive relationships, and humans come along with conflict, but getting through conflict successfully can often create much better results. Now, if you have been in HR for any period of time or worked in any organization, you might have noticed that there's quite a bit missing from this list. Bigger organizations might have HR that's divided into finer areas of responsibility. Some other examples include things like the employee experience, health and wellness, DEI, people analytics. It can be a very long list. The bigger the organization, the finer you can divide up HR. Unionized organizations will often have a labor relations function. And so all of these are also important areas of HR. And these activities aren't static. The role of HR is changing. And not only that, it can vary quite a bit from organization to organization. HR used to be a very administrative function, and in some organizations, it still is. There's probably a strong focus on maintaining employee files, on ensuring the HRIS is up to date, on ensuring people are paid accurately, and ensuring that the organization is compliant with applicable employment laws. Now, those things continue to be important, but there's also a strategic side to HR that continues to grow and I believe will accelerate as we adopt AI for some of the administrative work. Some of the things we probably will be doing more of in the future include workforce planning, organizational design, organizational development, culture work, among many other things. All of these activities are strategic in ensuring the organization is ready to meet its medium to long-term goals. And HR is also greatly impacted by all the trends that impact our people. And some of these, I'm sure you have noticed, include things like diversity, equity, and inclusion, hybrid work, preparing the organization for AI, and continuing the overall journey towards data-driven decisions about people through the use of people analytics. So HR is an exciting and changing field. You should check out some of my other content with the smart people in the field.